Find out this months later. Um, I did see, like I said, months later that she actually um, um, gained support and was actually in a chat room behind my back for, I'd say a couple months or so. And and since she was behind my back for all this time, um, um, she gained a lot of support in the shadows and all this stuff. Okay. While I was down there working with her on the 501c3 and going to court with her, there was already a Phil Hader bubble set up a month or two before that. That was already in an operation against me. And I didn't even know this until after the fact, okay? So while they're down there, I gave her all of my information. She even had my social security number because we was working on this 501c3. And so I get back, and when all this goes south, I change my passwords. And then Tabitha Speakman was, she seemed to be like a good advocate, but I knew it was Deb's friend, so I kind of kept her at bay. She was an admin, actually, of mine, but I was giving her the benefit of the doubt because she was playing like she wasn't playing into this crap. Then here comes along Cheryl Diamond, the Anon, supposedly, okay? The fake Anon, folks, by the way. She's getting exposed for that. That's also Cheryl Hodges, for anybody that wants to know. She's supposed to be an advocate. I'd call that a fake advocate too, folks. Somebody supposedly already did an IP ping on both of those and confirmed that it was, in fact, Cheryl Hodges. But I'm still waiting for that confirmation. And if it comes up that that was wrong, I'll expose the person that told me that. But I don't believe it to be wrong. That's also her buddy. Okay. So anyway, Cheryl Diamond enters the picture, and I didn't know it was Cheryl Hodges at the time. I thought it was just an Anon that wanted to help me out because they saw that I was being shit on. So she's like, "So what do you want me to do? I don't agree in being physical with women." And she actually basically was trying to make it sound like I wanted Deb beat up. And I said, no, 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 you got it twisted. I don't want anything physical or illegal. All I want is for it to be a thorn in their side like they are mine. That's not too much to ask. Anyway, my words got twisted, and she tried to bait me into making threats and all that. And that's not me, so you won't see those screenshots. And if you do see a screenshot of her saying, "Oh, I don't do anything violent," then that means that she's not showing my response, saying, "No, I don't either. I don't want anything violent. I just want to be a thorn in their side," okay, because of what they did to me. And she was a plant too, folks. She's the one that gave Deb, and I didn't have nothing to hide. I'm computer stupid. I got somebody in there that's trying to help me with computer work, and I gave her my passwords, Cheryl Diamond, okay, because I had nothing to hide. She goes and gives them to Deb, and I didn't know there was this OP going on against me behind my back. These are supposed to be my friends, okay? So, I woke up one day at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I see 5 people in there deleting my groups and my members one by one. It took me about 2 minutes to realize what was going on, but I see my profile in there, Phil Warland in there, talking to people, and I'm like, what the hell is this? That was Deb Huffman. That I have confirmation of. They even identify her. They're talking to her as Deb. Tabitha, I thought she was still on my side or still being neutral, not on my side, not on either side. I thought she was still being neutral. I see her go, "Oh, Phil's online, the real Phil." And that made me really raise eyebrows. And I see this guy named Larry Lightfoot in there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Call me, please. What the hell's going on? And he said, "Well, I guess you shouldn't have pissed off my wife." Oh, really? So the next thing I know, I get locked out of my own messenger. I'm computer stupid. I was at a loss. I had to go to somebody else's house and have them change my passwords for me so that I could get back in. Then I get back in, and they deleted my instant messenger. Tabitha is the one that told Deb, when you're done, make sure you delete his instant messenger so all this goes away. And she did. Every word got dropped onto my Facebook Messenger. I have every word in real time in their own words. A lot of it I already posted on The Truth Is Out. If you scroll down the timeline far enough, you'll find it. At the time, all of their profile pictures showed up on there, and it was all in their own words, with their own pictures, their own profiles, except for Deb Huffman. She was in there under my profile, the POWMIA logo under Phil Worland, and hacked and deleted me. It took them 8 hours to do this with 5 people. And every single person that they deleted, right before they deleted, they was making fun of, laughing at, and all that kind of crap. And these are people that they was supposed to be friends with for a whole year before this. So that really pissed me off too. And I went and filed a police report with the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. I filed a police report in Lincoln County, and I filed a police report, or tried to file a police report in my town. Okay. Then next thing I see, Carrie Kaufman is talking a bunch of crap about me in the local Lincoln County buy here, sell here, trade, whatever. And she's trying to talk a bunch of crap about me, which I'm in there. My friends are telling me, oh, she's talking mad crap about you. Well, then like a month later, the cop that wouldn't call me back to take my evidence, I see him on this Lincoln County group saying, Carrie Kaufman, PM me. So she's filling the cops full of shit about me, but never once filed a police report because she knows that would be a crime. All she did was interfere with the investigation, which is another crime, folks. She's going down for all this. All of this is going to fall right back on both of these women and everybody that helped them. Because I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go at all. Statute of limitations hasn't ran out because they're still doing it. They're still creating victims. I'm not the only person they're doing it to now, though. There's another person named Carol Malone with Cold Case Justice, and according to her, I'm still waiting for the screenshots of this. She said that she probably already sent them to me, folks. I have multiple profiles now, and all of my evidence is scattered all over the place. I have an external hard drive that's a terabyte. I downloaded everything onto that at one point. Then I downloaded stuff onto flash drives. I got stuff on SD cards. I got stuff on SIM cards. So all my evidence is there, and plenty. I don't delete anything. I have every word that was ever said. I just have it buried in all of my stuff because it's unorganized, and I have to figure out how to retrieve it. I haven't even seen my external hard drive in over a year, and not to mention the flash drives that went with it, because that's in storage somewhere. I have to dig that stuff out. But in the last 6 months or so to a year, I've been putting everything on SD cards, so I have most of the newer stuff. Well, when you go in there and look and The Truth Is Out, all of their pictures are gone off of their profiles because every single one of them deactivated their account so their picture would go away. And they created another one. Wow. You know what that means? That means they know they're guilty and they're trying to hide their faces. Well, guess what? When I find my external hard drive, all that crap is backed up on it and their faces will pop back up again. Imagine that. But you don't even really need the faces when you go in there and read what's being written. Okay? So then, after that, I check my, I've just lost my train of thought. Give me 1 second. So Deb and Carrie have been actively trying to take me out ever since. Oh, I actually still have a screenshot somewhere where Carrie Kaufman contacted me and said, Phil, if you don't let this car deal go down in 24 hours, I will take down United Bikers. I'm not Becky Kimball. I will take it all the way down. That bitch has been actively trying to do so and still is for 2 years. Oh, that's why I was saying that the statute of limitations hasn't ran out. So anyway, they've been sending all kinds of people to commit their crimes for them since then, and Carrie likes to sit in the shadows and pretend like she's not doing nothing to nobody, and she's the ringleader of the whole damn thing. But she's using Deb as a tool, as her weapon, as her gun to shoot me with, and I think that's kind of cowardly too. So when everybody, all this evidence comes out, it points at everybody, and very little of it actually points at Carrie. But all the people that are getting exposed, you can all call Carrie and thank her personally, because this all started because that B couldn't pay $200 and would rather use her disabilities to her advantage to get everybody to feel sorry for her so she could be the victim and everybody else could be the piece of crap. Guess what? The piece of crap's landing in your lap because it was all your fault. So everybody that's getting exposed, feel free to call Carrie and tell her how you don't appreciate her involving you in her criminal activity, because it will come out and it will end up in court. And after I charge criminally, I'm suing civilly. This is a bunch of BS. Now, once I got my 501c3 approved, everything after that should be federal, because it's a federal tax-exempt nonprofit organization that you're going after. That you have people attacking my 501c3 like it's a flag or something, and we're playing flag football. What kind of crap is that? I'm helping victims, and when you actually deleted the nonprofit, you created victims at the time, because when you deleted my nonprofit, we had victims that we was helping that we lost all contact with. I have no way to get a hold of them, so they was in the middle of getting help, and all of a sudden, boop, gone. And was laughed about when it got deleted. That bothers me, folks. That bothers me bad. And since then, they've been slanderizing me, libeling me, and making up complete fake bullshit lies. I saw just 2 weeks ago, for the first time, a screenshot from back then where Deb's telling everybody that I'm a big coke head, crack head, and meth head. Lies, lies, lies. I disclosed my marijuana felony conviction from day one. Yes, I'm a convicted felon for pot. It's legal in half the country. If I could go back and change it, I would. I'm not a crackhead. I'm not a meth head. But she tells everybody that, and she's telling everybody that I'm ripping off little old ladies and all this stuff. Well, no wonder why everybody was pissed off at me in the shadows and just bolting when they PM them and tell them all this crap about me without even asking me one question. Very important contacts. I've lost hundreds of very important contacts. They targeted the ones that they knew that I worked to get support from and to get backing from. That's who they actually went after. They even went after one of my very best friends, my brother in real life, brother in arms in real life. And I won't mention his name on here because I'm not trying to put him out like that. But he is my on my board. He actually is our treasurer, and he lost a leg to a drunk driver 2.5 years ago, right at Thanksgiving time. He was on his motorcycle and a drunk driver hit him head on. He woke up in the hospital with one leg, the other leg shattered, one of his arms and shoulders shattered. All he had was one arm in which to work with, okay? But when I go visit him in the hospital, he's sitting there holding up the United Bikers flyer with his good arm, and he took his bad arm that he couldn't even move and moved it enough to where he could point at the flyer. He was proud because we was out there helping children for Christmas. When he woke up out of his coma, they had him in a 9-day drug-induced coma so that he wouldn't cut his artery in his pelvis, because his pelvis was also broken. So when he woke up from this 9-day coma, I asked him if he remembered what happened with his accident. He explained the accident to me. Then the very next thing out of his mouth is, "I want to help kids for Christmas." This guy's laying in a hospital bed with one leg and only has one arm that works, and he wants to help kids for Christmas. I told him, buddy, you already are, because we're doing a toy drive for under-resourced kids, and you're part of this organization. So even though you're in here, you are helping kids for Christmas. That's why he held up our flyer and pointed at it, folks. That made him extremely proud. And we've been doing toy drives for Christmas every year since then for under-resourced kids. Not all the brand new fancy stuff. We do for the kids that wouldn't have it otherwise. We collect new and like new toys for them. And we've gained a lot of support in doing so. And I want to thank all my supporters for that, actually. That every year has been able to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're helping more and more and more poor kids and that wouldn't have Christmas if it wasn't for us. And that's a super, super great feeling. But I'm not patting myself on the back. Otherwise, I would have been out there the whole time using that as a tool to get everybody back on my side. No, I post that stuff around Christmas time because I want the support for next Christmas. I have thousands and thousands of pictures of things that I've done. Thousands and thousands. I can sit here and brag all day long. But that's not for the right reason if I did that. I did it just to make sure that the stuff got done. But if anybody has any questions, or if anybody wants to call BS on it, I can sure prove it to you in PM. And that's not patting myself on the back. That's just saying that I can prove what I'm saying. Okay? We do help people. And they sabotaged the hell out of me. And they took away a lot of good supporters. A couple weeks ago, Deb Huffman paid Scott Hamilton $1,500 to sabotage United Bikers and Cold Case Justice. I'm not cool with that either. Throughout this whole time, they're on Twitter slamming the hell out of me, slamming the hell out of Carol Malone, all this kind of stuff. She knows that I can't do Twitter. I can't even defend myself on Twitter because I don't even know how to tweet. They send me everybody that they got against me in my own organization, people that was working for me, people that was good people. They got all of them at one time to send me, I quit letters, but they all sent them to me in email form, and they know I don't know how to do email. I don't know how to send an email. And they sent it to an email address that I had no access to. Okay, so I didn't receive any of those. Well, one day, Joanna Ward sends me that same email. She pulls it out of that email address that I had no access to and sends it directly to me and says, Mr. Warland, I asked you to take me out of that group, and here you got me amongst a bunch of people. And I said, well, first of all, I didn't fire you. You quit. When you quit a job, it ain't your boss's job to go clean out your desk. You can remove your damn self, first of all. And second of all, I didn't do anything to anybody, so this is all unfounded. But what I do notice is that not only did you guys plant evidence, bullcrap evidence, but then when I purposely didn't receive it because I knew it was planted evidence, you unplanted it, tampered with it, and sent it to me again. So you created fake evidence, planted it, unplanted it by tampering with it, and sent it to me again. Now here's the neat part. That was a birthday present to me because she didn't know what evidence came in with that email. The evidence that came with that email, Deb and Carrie are attached to the top of the damn thing. And all kinds of stuff. There was like 6 or 7 inconsistencies that incriminated Joanna Ward personally in this whole screwing me around thing. At that point, I didn't know if she was just an innocent bystander or not. Obviously, she's not. She was neck deep in it. Now, I do understand that she was suckered and lied to. To my knowledge, she hasn't participated in the witch hunt against me since then. So I will give Joanna Ward, before I blast her out there, the opportunity to stand up and say, yeah, that was wrong, and to actually give what evidence she has of that before I bash her name because she is a good Christian woman. I believe that she does not support any criminal activity, but since she actually did, she's going to have to show me that she didn't before I don't incriminate her, okay? And she brought Tracy Husky in, and Tracy Husky was just in the back shadows, just sharing their slanderous crap. She wasn't actually creating slanderous crap, to my knowledge, against me, but she had no problem sharing the hell out of every single thing that they said with zero evidence of anything. And same with Simon Nightwolf. Simon Nightwolf is actually a friend of Joanna Ward's, so the exact same thing. All of his groups, Nightwolf Recovery and all this, they're out there sharing this article, and nobody called me and confirmed anything. So all this slanderous crap is going around in all these advocate groups, creating other advocates to not want to support me, and creating supporters to bolt without even asking questions. Just a couple weeks ago, it costed me a sponsorship from Harley Davidson HQ. I'm pissed. I'm very pissed. That would have been a very good supporter, sponsor. Anybody saw that name sponsoring us would have tripped over themselves to want to sponsor us too. That was huge damages, folks. Huge, irreparable damages. I hope not irreparable, because my guy in New Jersey that actually applied for that, he knows one of the people there, one of the Davidsons, personally. And he was speaking with him, and I told him to reevaluate this in a couple months, because it's not all the drama and BS that it looks like. I'm being forced to out this crap once and for all, so I'm stopped being the only victim of it. Well, not the only victim, but the main victim of it. So anyway, I do have every bit of evidence that I claim. A lot of it will take me a minute to find. So I'll be careful of what I do say, because I don't want to appear as I have an agenda. I also understand that a lot of eyes are watching right now, and I understand that if I end up lying about anything, they will turn it on me. You think I want that? Hell no. I get to sit back and eat my popcorn and watch the show now. Why would I want it turned on me? That would be ridiculous. So I can support everything that I claim. And if any of the people out there that are watching want to deny what I'm saying, then please contact me in private message, and I will do my best to find you that specific detail that you're thinking that I'm lying about, because I'm not. Like I said, my evidence will be coming out slowly and sporadically, because it's unorganized and it's all over the darn place. But I have everything that I claim that I have, including the screenshot of Carrie Kaufman saying, "Phil, if you don't let this car deal go down in 24 hours, I will take United Bikers out. I'm not Becky Kimball. I'll take it all the way out." She's been actively trying to do that ever since. I got tons of evidence of that. So that's who it really needs to all fall back on after it filters through Deb's crooked ass. And with that being said, I'm going to stop this video and start another one, because this one's 55 minutes and 30 seconds long, and it's going to take over an hour just to upload. So this is part 1 of my second video. Part 2 is coming up. Thank you.